Well, we did it. We're here.
We did it. Long day of traveling, but we're in Vegas.
Look at this. One cam, two people.
One cam, two people.
This is incredible.
Yes.
You're all in for a treat.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how we operate together versus apart. But
this is awesome. Beautiful view of the win right here.
Yeah. Excited.
Excited, yes.
All right, well, we're going to dive right into it because we got the games about to kick off.
West Coast time.
West Coast time, and we spent half the day traveling. So let's get into it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, so 9 games tonight. We're gonna focus on 4 of them, just to hit the best plays that we saw for tonight. So first game that we're going to cover, we got the Knicks at the Hawks. This is the third meeting of these teams.
Yep.
I believe the Knicks won one and the Hawks won the other. So this is the rubber match. Knicks are 25-21. Hawks are 21-22. Atlanta's -3 at home, and the Sharps are on the Knicks plus the points and under 229.5.
All right. Yeah, this is always a good matchup ever since that playoff series a couple years ago. It's nice and juicy. Not a ton of great matchups. The Knicks are one of these teams that we look to kind of avoid, right? They're pretty good defensively. But the number one matchup on the board over the last month, we've been hammering this over and over again. It's Bigs against Atlanta. So Mitchell Robinson being out, this is going to fall all on Julius Randle's shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I'm expecting a big game from him tonight.
Yeah, he's been a rebounding force of late.
Yeah.
So.
His lines are kind of high. He did have 34 in the last game they played in Atlanta on December 7th. And of note, he had 6 threes in that game.
Really?
Yes.
Was that in Atlanta, or that was the one that I went to in New York?
That was in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Because he had a monster game of the one in New York. So.
Oh, maybe it was the one.
Yeah,
it was the one in New York.
Yeah.
Oh, you were at that game.
Yeah,
nice.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So his straight line is 26.5 points, -120. He's done that in his last 7 of 10 road games. But I like the threes, especially the success he had against Atlanta. I know you said he's been a rebounding machine. I'd love to incorporate some rebounds into this, but I don't know. But he has had 2 threes in 12 straight road games. So that's something we need to capitalize on.
Layer that in there,
yes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't change the odds that much, but if 26.5 seemed a little bit high and you want to bring it down to 25 points, he's done that in his last 8 of 10 on the road. And tack 2 threes onto that, and you also get -120.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And then if you wanted to juice that up to plus odds, like plus 100,
put 8 rebounds with
probably 8 rebounds will get you there. So
that's nice. Actually, I didn't look too much into that, but I do like that.
Yeah,
8 rebounds is good for him.
Yeah, for sure. And of late, I think he's more like a 12 rebound guy. So
this should
get you a plus 100. So let's make that our official play on the Knicks side.
All right,
good.
Sounds good.
All right, I liked Murray in this game. He's been a beast of late.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you think about Knicks, Hawks, and you always think about Trae Young. But we played Trae Young last time and we got burned, and he's fairly inconsistent. But Murray's been good of late. And he was especially good in the first game against the Knicks where he had 36 points.
Oh, yeah?
So that was his career high.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The second game, the one that I went to, he only scored 2 points, but he was hurt like 5 minutes into the game. So his line is 19.5.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just too low given what he's been doing. I think he's got that in the last 3 or 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
His 3 points have also been increasing a lot. His last 4 games, he had 2, 2, 5, and 4. So I think this is going to be a lot of 3-point shooting today.
I have a feeling, yeah.
So I like DeJounte. Do I say that right? I always say
DeJounte, yeah.
DeJounte Murray over 19.5 points.
Nice.
Nice and simple.
With the threes, though, maybe we even look at like a Randall Murray 3-point parlay.
That could be nice too.
Yeah,
that could be nice. All right, so let's move on to the next game. We got the Heat at the Mavs.
Mm-hmm.
Heat are 25-21, so they're actually they're getting hot.
They are.
And they're getting the guys back, so they're finally fielding a full team.
Ready for a playoff push.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I think they said the Heat are the ranked sixth in the East, and Dallas is fifth in the West. So both of these teams are could potentially be top 3 teams, but
for sure.
just dealing with injuries all year, they're just kind of in the middle of the pack for the playoffs. Dallas, on the flip side, is just gets worse every day.
Mm-hmm.
They had, Kleber was out.
DFS has been out.
DFS has been out, although I think he came back last game, and then now they got the news about Wood being out for a couple weeks. Right when we cashed our play on him, as soon as we did,
just scraped by,
and then moments after we cashed, he
it was a small miracle.
It was and probably the last time we ever play him.
Yeah, probably.
All right. So anyway, Dallas is getting 2 points in this game. The Sharps are big on Miami here, -2, and the total, it's going to be a relatively low scoring game at 218, and the Sharps are on the under.
All right. Matchup wise, Miami, again, not a team we're looking to target much. The forwards against Miami have had success on the full year, but over the last month or so, it's really dwindled down. So I kind of stay away from targeting guys against the Heat.
Yeah.
But Dallas, bigs have been popping big time, and even wings. So you got several guys on Miami who fit that mold. Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo. I think those would be your top 3 targets.
Yep.
I don't have anything in this game due to the travel day, but I think you might have something for me.
Yeah, I mean, you basically said the guys. So Hero, it's his 23rd birthday today. You go up on gambling Twitter, everybody's on Hero, but everybody's got a different take on what he's going to do.
Yeah.
His line is 17.5 points. Not bad. I mean, the last time he played against Dallas, which I think was last season, he put up 25. But different personnel.
Not much though. I think you can read into that decent amount. Yeah.
If anything, they're weaker now than they were then.
Yeah.
So I would either do Hero 17.5 points, just take the straight points line and just assume he's going to kind of outperform his recent performances, which. Or you can go with 15 points and 4 rebounds. 15 points he's done in 7 out of 10 of his last game, and 4 rebounds he's done in 9 out of 10. So 4 rebounds is a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
The 15 points, you're just assuming that he's going to have a kind of go off tonight beyond that. So he'll either put up 13 points or 25 probably in this game. Is kind of how he'll handle his birthday, but. Seems like the kind of guy who gets up for his birthday.
Yeah, I think so. You didn't look at did you look at his threes at all? Or?
Yeah. So his threes, his base bet on that was 3 threes, which is -120.
Mm-hmm.
He's done that in 19 out of 34 games this year.
Okay.
So that's fairly safe, but not great. 4 threes at +230. He's done that in 14 games, and 5 threes at +500 in 9 games. So I think we'll ride the birthday boy for our big boy bet today and go with 5 threes at +500.
Tyler's going to grill those threes up.
He's grilling it up, and
All
then he's going clubbing in Dallas.
I thought he's got to come hang with us in Vegas.
Yeah, I was hoping it was a home game for him. More of a nightlife scene in Miami.
Yes. No, I like that. That's good.
Right.
You got to ride the birthday boy.
And then probably what I like even better in this game is Bam.
This is the bigs of the matchup.
Yeah, bigs of the matchup, especially now with Wood out. There's even less presence to guard Bam. Bam's been like a 20-point machine.
Mm-hmm.
His line is 21.5. He's only done that in 6 out of 10 games. Remember a couple days ago we played Bam at 20.5, I think it was, and he got 20.
Yeah.
So he loves to settle in right at 20.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring that down to 20 points, which he's done in 9 out of his last 10 games.
Okay.
Pair that up with 8 rebounds, which he's done in 9 of his last 10 games.
Yeah.
And I think you get close to, I don't have the exact odds, but I think you get close to plus money on that.
Yeah,
so
20 points and 8 rebounds.
20 points, 8 rebounds.
That's nice.
You like that?
That is good. Who do they have to guard him? I mean, not that Christian Wood is setting the world on fire defensively.
But he's a big guy. I mean, Bertans is probably their next biggest guy, right?
Kleber, yeah.
No, Kleber's out.
Oh, Kleber's out, yeah.
Oh, and Dwight Powell.
Yeah,
right?
Bam's gonna have his way.
He's gonna feast. Dwight Powell have 5 fouls in the first quarter. So let's see how that one rides.
Yeah,
all right.
I like that.
And I do like Miami to win this game too. I think that's a good play as well.
I like that.
Yeah,
even in Dallas.
I think so. I just think Dallas is a bit of a mess,
Been
but
a little bit of a funk. Yeah,
but Luka, like you said, you see people out there fading Luka tonight, but Luka could go off and put up.
Are they just they're fading him because he's got Jimmy on him? Is that the theory?
I didn't read into why, but this could be one of those games where he puts up like 50.
I could see, yeah.
So we'll see. That'll be
Miami allows a lot of threes.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not where Luka's scoring comes from. So
that's true.
All right. So next game we got Memphis. This is my favorite game of the night. We got Memphis at Lakers. Memphis is the hottest team in the league. They won 11 games in a row. And they are going up against the Lakers, who are also, given all their injury issues, are also doing all right. Lakers are getting 6 points in the game. Sharps are on Memphis, and the total is 243.5.
Wow.
Sharps are on the over, so this is going to be one of those
barn burner.
Barn burner. Ja going up against LeBron. I think there's some bad blood too. I saw a clip on, I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, but where LeBron was getting all upset with Desmond Bain about something.
I think I remember that now.
Right.
Yeah.
He's basically like, you just don't do that. And so I there's a little bit of bad blood.
I think there's a lot of teams with Memphis. Memphis has that kind of
they got a swag.
Attitude.
They got a little swag to them. Although Ja is like the kind of guy you can't.
How could you? Ja is just so like.
But it's the Dylan Brooks.
Brooks is the real guy.
And maybe Bain a little bit too.
A little preview. It's his birthday on Sunday.
Oh yeah,
might have a play on that.
We'll definitely be playing that. All right. So anybody popping for you in terms of matchups or?
Well, Memphis we stay away from. They're just lockdown defense. Don't risk it. Don't mess with it. But against the Lakers, they're like some of the best matchups on the board. And great ones in this game because point guards are one, so we can look at Ja and big men. So you got a few on Memphis. You got Triple J, Steven Adams, Aldama, even Brandon Clark. Like they have a lot of bigs on, a lot of size on that team. So I would probably look at Triple J. He would probably be my preferred target in this game, but I don't have anything on this game either.
So we'll start with Triple J. Triple J, we gave out a play the other day. Triple J had hit 11 straight rebounds and assists over 7.5. We gave that play out, and he hit it again that night. So now he's 12 games in a row with that. So
we're
number.
riding it.
Well, the problem is that now they caught on. So now it's 8.5.
Okay. Still okay, no?
It's not bad.
What is his hit rate? Does his hit rate drop?
Yeah. He lands on 8 a lot. Okay. So I will probably sit back and watch Triple J tonight. Bain, I think, is a good play. Maybe because of this heated rivalry or whatever, but his last 3 games against LA, he's put up 23, 20, and 23. His line is 21.5 at minus 115, and his 3-point line was over 2.5. He's put up 5, 3, and 5 against the Lakers. So I was kind of liking just his straight 22 points. But if you want to hedge that down, I didn't figure out the odds on this, but 20 points and 3 threes, I think would also be.
He's one of those guys with the three. I mean, he scores by threes.
Yeah, mostly threes.
Yeah, so he's one of those guys you can amp up the odds on that,
right?
By attacking on those threes. I might like that. The 20 and 3 sounds nice.
Yeah. And then I think Ja is the real play for tonight.
Yeah.
This is just a high profile game. Ja in his last 3 games versus the Lakers, 40, 41, and he had an off game in the last one, 16 points. His line is 27.5 points. I like going for not just the 27.5, but I like going for
30, 35. Yeah.
30. I think 30 is good. I think 5 or 6 of those of his last 10 games, he's gone over 30. So basically, if he's going to score the 28 points that he needs to clear, he's going to get to probably 30. Might as well get the plus 150, plus 170. So So I like that play as well.
Yeah, he's going to go off tonight. This game's on ESPN, you said, or no?
I don't know what network this is on. So a bunch of different options on the Memphis side.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like? If we're gonna go with Ja or Bane, who do you like?
Ja. I think Ja just rises to the occasion for something like this, and they don't really have anyone that can really guard him. I feel like,
right,
yeah. So
right, all right. So that's that game. 240 something points. I said 243.
All these high scoring games.
I love them.
Crazy.
Love them.
Yeah.
All right, and then just on the Lakers side, I know we're going to lay off, but I think something just worth entertaining. LeBron's rebounds and assists is also something that's been pretty consistent. 15 and a half it's up to, but he's done that in 7 of his last 10 games. So he's really been crushing it. And his last 3 games versus Memphis, he's had 21, 20, and 16.
Really?
So if you're going to play anybody on the Lakers side, you play
him, yeah.
You play LeBron. And maybe stay away from his points and just go with rebounds and assists.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Yep.
And then our last game of the night, we got OKC at Sacramento. OKC minus 5.5. Sacramento, Sharps are on the Kings minus the points and over 243.
Over 243.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
Right. Still wasn't rich enough for them. I like it. We have like a 260, 270.
Yeah, it could be.
All right. Matchup wise, against OKC, forwards and bigs are a good target. Sacramento, nothing really popping off, so I would kind of steer clear. And I think I found a nice one in this game due to the big man matchup. So, Mr. Sabonis was essentially drafted by the Magic, but it was a draft night trade to OKC. And then him and Victor Oladipo were traded for Paul George. So there's some history. So did he ever play a game for? Yeah. He played like 2 seasons.
2 seasons?
At least one.
Wow.
I think 2.
Okay. Because when I think about him, I just think about him as like a pacer.
As a pacer. Yeah.
Maybe.
So I think it must have been just his first season. Maybe.
Okay.
I like him. I like the story. Like we were talking about this the other day. He's there's so many storylines through OKC. We have our buddy Corey, who's joining us shortly, is our OKC correspondent.
OKC, yeah.
And so we said we might bring him on to talk about narratives because there's so many NBA narratives relating to OKC. But
the one thing about OKC is like every player who played there like leaves loving OKC for some reason. So they must be good to the players, but they do trade away a lot of people.
Yes, yes. So in terms of Sabonis tonight, it's not super compelling hit rates, but I think just given the matchup and the history here, he's the guy we're going to want to look at. So 20 points he's done in his last 7 of 10 at home. Okay. And you put that with 12 rebounds. His line on rebounds is 14.5. I mean, it's just like
juicy.
Yeah, so juicy. But he gets the 14. I mean, you 14, then have like 15, 16, but he gets there. It's a little too juicy. So I want to put 20 points with 12 rebounds. And that was, I didn't write it. Oh, here. It was, I think it was plus 100.
That's good.
Yeah, actually it was. Yeah, it was exactly plus 100. So I think that's the play from this game.
Yeah, I think so too. And he's always good for 5 or 6 assists as well. So if you didn't like 20 points, you want to take it to 18, I wouldn't go lower on the rebounds. Or if you just wanted to get higher odds, throw a plus 5 assists in there as well.
Do you know his line on 10 rebounds is like minus 1,000? And his assist line is 7.5.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he's been a stud lately.
Yeah, he's going to run the offense today.
Yeah. Triple double?
That's a good play. I like that.
We might have to tack that on a grilling big boy here.
Yeah, we're doing some bonus triple double. We hit that about a week ago.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We'll go for back to back.
All right, so Tyler and Sabonis
Yep.
are the grilling big boys today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was nice. We kept it short and sweet.
I got the sun blasting in my face the whole time.
Well, it's time to see what's going on at the sports book downstairs and have some fun in Vegas.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
We'll be back tomorrow.